Hello, welcome back to the channel. So recently a new income tax slab has been announced where there was major changes for salaried individual. In this video, I have created an income tax calculator in Google Sheet to understand the income tax which we have to pay from the next year onwards. So let's understand what has changed. So as you can see, currently what we like if we are in the new tax regime, what income tax slab we are in is from 0 to 3 lakhs there is 0%. From 3 lakh to 7 lakh we are in 5% bracket. 7 lakh to 10 lakh 10% bracket. 10 lakh to 12 lakh 15% bracket. 12 lakh to 15 lakh 20%, and above 15 lakh we have to pay 30%. Now up to 7 lakh we don't have to pay any tax, and with the standard deduction of 50,000 up to 7.5 lakhs we don't have to pay any income taxes. But now that limit from 7 lakh has been increased to 12 lakh. So from the next year onwards, up to 12 lakh we don't have to pay any income tax. Plus there is a standard deduction which has been increased from 50,000 to 75,000. So that means we don't have to pay any income taxes from up to 12 lakh 75,000. Now after that, what is the new tax slab which is there is from 0 to 4 lakh we have to pay 0% tax. From 4 lakh to 8 lakh 5%. From 8 lakh to 12 lakh 10%. From 12 lakh to 16 lakh 15%. 16 lakh to 20 lakh 20%. 20 lakh to 24 lakh 25%, and above 24 lakhs we have to pay 30% tax. As you can see, now the tax has been with every 4 lakh increase you have to pay 5% extra, whereas if we compare that with earlier, above 15 lakh you have to pay 30%, but now above 24 lakh you have to pay 30%. Okay, now I have created this income tax calculator where you can insert your income out here, and then it will say that how much income tax you have to pay. Say for example, if someone has an income of 12 lakh or less, they don't have to pay any tax. Whereas if someone has an income of 12 lakh 75,000, then also they don't have to pay any tax. Why? Because see, they are into this slab. They are into slab 5% and slab 10%. That is 20,000 and 40,000. But they can also get a tax rebate of 60,000. So that means this 60,000 tax has been nullified with this tax rebate. So that means you don't have to pay, like someone who is earning 12 lakh 75,000, they don't have to pay any income tax. Whereas there was many theory going on that if your income is 12 lakh 76,000 you have to pay 60,000 income tax, but that is not true. That is why, because there is a marginal relief. You don't have to pay 60,000 just for 1,000 increase. What is happening in the marginal relief, that if your income is like, say for example, 12 lakh 76,000, you just have to pay 1,040 rupees income tax. Why? Because see, till 5% and 10% bracket you will have 60,000. Okay, so that will be nullified with the tax rebate, but you will have in the slab 15% you have 1,000 rupees. So for that 1,000 rupees you have to pay a cess of 4%, that is 40 rupees, and then your income tax comes as 1,040. Similarly, if someone has an income of, say for example, 15 lakh, okay, so now for them the slab 5% is 20,000, slab 10% is 40,000, slab 15% is 33,750, and then there is a cess of 4%, that is 3,750, and then you have to pay an income tax of 97,500. Okay, and as you can see, if the income is 15 lakh you will get a standard deduction of 75,000. There is no investment as such, but there is an option of NPS from the employer. If your employer is giving an NPS options, you can add it to this investment, and then your taxable income will reduce. As of now I am just keeping the investment at 0. How the taxable income is calculated, we will do 15 lakh minus 75,000, you will get 14 lakh 25,000, and then you will have that slab like in 5%, 0 to 4%, 0 to 4 lakh you don't have to pay any tax, 4 to 8 lakh 5%, 8 lakh to 12 lakh 10%, and 12 lakh to 16 lakh 15%. So you will be adding into these three brackets, and based on that we will be calculating the tax, and then your income tax is 97,500. Now, if someone has a income of say 30 lakh, so then he has to pay an income tax of 4,75,800. Similarly, he will be in all these tax bracket. From 0 to 4 lakh, he will not pay any tax, whereas above 24 lakhs, he have to pay 30%. So that's how I have calculated all the tax slab. There is no tax rebate, and then there is no surcharge 10% and 15%, because surcharge 10% and 15% only will come above 50 lakhs. So if your income is above 50 lakhs, then surcharge is 10%. Above 1 crore, then your surcharge is 15%. And then you have to pay a cess of 4%. So income tax calculation is 4,75,800. Now, if someone has a salary of say, for example, 60 lakh, so then if you see that there is a surcharge of 10%, that is 92,500 you have to pay, and then the total income tax will be 15 lakh 8,000. And if say, for example, if someone has a salary of 1 crore 20 lakhs, okay, then you have to pay a surcharge of 10% from 50 lakh to 1 crore, and above 1 crore you have to pay a surcharge of 15%. So that's how we will be calculating the income tax. So the income tax is 41 lakh. Okay, hopefully you have, and hopefully this calculator will help you to understand what has changed from this year onwards to the next year onwards. So this income tax will be applicable after 1st April 2025. That means when you will be giving the income tax returns on 2026, then only this will be applicable. Uh, yeah, I think that's it. So that means till 12,75,000, no one, if anyone is earning till 12,75,000, they don't have to pay any taxes. Comment below if you want any enhancement in the Google Sheet. Do like, share and subscribe for more videos like this. See you in the next video.